Now, as you guys are aware, Ubisoft has apparently sent a cease and desist letter to Smash JT, and this is regarding a situation over at McDizzle Gaming. So, McDizzle Gaming is a content creator that currently releases daily or weekly uploads about Grums and tries to sell Grums DLC and expansion packs to his followers. And McDizzle Gaming decided that it was in his best interest to try to expand past Grums and try to own another Chud. And the way he was going to do this was basically stealing someone's identity and trying to utilize that to try to claim that Smash JT does not vet his sources and try to showcase to the world how retarded Smash JT is. But ultimately, at the end of the day, all this got was a fuck around and find out moment, because Ubisoft not only sent a cease and desist letter to Smash JT, but McDizzle Gaming has even admitted that they themselves also got a cease and desist letter from Ubisoft, and everybody's getting got by their lawyers. So let's get into this article, guys, from SmashJT.com. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. Now, here's the hilarious thing about all of this that I really want to kind of harp on at the beginning of this video, is that somebody like McDizzle Gaming, I already know what he's about, right? We already know what he's about. It's one of those content creators that think they're going to grow their platform by attacking other more successful content creators. We've seen a lot of people that are like that, you know, throughout the months and even years that we've been doing YouTube. But this particular creature is really bad at it, because while other content creators that attack more successful content creators somewhat grow, and they grow very slowly, this particular creature is not really growing very much at all. And the hilarious thing is, this big bombshell video that he decided to release about Smash JT, he ultimately ended up having to delete. So all those views and everything go away simply because Ubisoft decided to smack him around like a little bitch. So then now you have an article here from SmashJT.com. It says, Ubisoft just sent me a cease and desist letter. Now Ubisoft wants to sue me. They just sent me a cease and desist. It's not every day you wake up to legal threats from major behemoths of gaming companies, or in this case, former. But yeah, that's exactly what happened when I received a cease and desist letter from Ubisoft. The reason? I was duped by a troll McDizzle impersonating one of their employees, and instead of going after the real culprit in Ubisoft instead, they thought it'd be a great idea to come after me. Should I tell them to get in line? So here's the thing. Number one, yes, Smash JT hilariously is getting sued by everybody, it seems. And number two, here's the beautiful thing, right? So people try to compare McDizzle and what he did to what happened to Nick Calandra, but here's the like super ironic thing about all of this. Gigabear, who is the person who actually managed to get Nick Calandra to essentially run with a story without vetting anything, by the way. Similar situation. Gigabear used a fake name. Gigabear used a fake profile. Gigabear used basically a name that resulted, if you put it together, resulted in the word Uranus. I mean, it was literally a fake profile, fake name, fake story, fake everything, that even the most basic level of vetting would allow you to realize, hey, this is not true, most likely. Whereas with McDizzle knew that Smash JT was most likely not going to fall for a fake name, fake profile, fake whatever. So he decided to actually go above and beyond and decided to use a real person. This is the level of nonsense that these people try to do. Instead of focusing on their channels and focusing on entertaining their fans, they decide to want to focus on tearing down more successful content creators under this fake guise of moral superiority and ethics in journalism. That's what they try to do, and that's exactly what happened here. So he went and stole the identity of a Ubisoft employee over at LinkedIn, allegedly anyway, and then decided to take the first name, last name, make a fake email, and do an actual, real, believable story to Smash JT under an actual real name. It's not like it was a fake name that seemed believable. No, it was a real name that he knew if Smash JT were to go on LinkedIn and vet the source and find out if they actually worked there, that he would realize that they did. And that's why he used that real first name and last name. And you're going to have all the losers out there be like, oh, you should have vetted more. Sure, you could keep vetting and vetting and vetting, but ultimately the only way you're really going to know when it comes to an anonymous source is if you call the fucking company and say, hey guys, one of your guys is trying to leak information about you. I just want to verify if they work there before I run the story. Do you think that, are you fucking serious right now? Like, that's the most hilarious thing that people don't even seem to realize. They're like, oh, you should have vetted the source. You should have called to see if they work there. I've actually seen people say that. I'm not even kidding. I've seen people say that Smash JT should have called Ubisoft to verify whether or not that employee was there. Are you fucking kidding me? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Do you realize what the whole point of anonymous sources are? Do you realize that? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's ridiculous. This whole story is absolutely stupid. But this is where the F around and find out part really starts to go. So let's read this letter. Dear sir, I am writing to you on behalf of Ubisoft Diversements Inc. regarding the content published on your YouTube channel Smash JT, specifically the video titled I Got, which was uploaded on February 15, 2025 on the that particular video. And then if you look down here, it says different timestamps, right? Showcasing the issues within the video. This video includes mention of a Ubisoft employee identity who has been stolen and usurped to send you false information regarding Assassin's Creed Shadows development and release date. The purpose of this letter is to formally notify you of the unlawful nature of parts of the video, specifically the references to employee's identity. These elements negatively impact their security by divulging their private information to the public without prior approval. So, number one, there's nothing illegal about this. I just want to be very clear. You can try to have all these lawyers put their chest out there and try to basically threaten you, because that's what this letter is. This is meant to be a threatening letter. That's the whole point of a cease and desist letter. But it's not illegal. Just because the people say it's illegal or unlawful in their words in the cease and desist letter does not make it true and does not make it so. The only ones who make that true and make it so is the court of law. And you would lose, to be honest with you, because this employee has a LinkedIn profile. This employee has a public social media profile. This employee has his first name, last name, and where he's at on these social media profiles, and they're publicly available. So if you have access to these publicly available profiles, you can find that information and you can talk about it. You have a right to talk about it. You have no right to privacy when it comes to social media. Literally zero. That's been proven so many times. But that's besides the point. So they have issues with timestamps here, showing screenshots of the fake emails employee, showing screenshots of the Google search showing the employee's name, screenshots of the employee's blog, basically all publicly available stuff. So again, this is ridiculous. But here's the beautiful thing. So Smash JT ended up saying, okay, I'm going to give in, no problem. I'm not going to admit wrongdoing because it's not illegal, but just as a good faith thing, I'm going to take it down. So he basically bent the knee to Ubisoft, whatever. I'm sure he doesn't want to face another lawsuit, potentially, even if he knows he's going to win. But the funny thing is, people were wondering, okay, so what's McDizzle going to do? Why is McDizzle getting off scot-free? He's the one that actually stole the employee's information. Where's the accountability for him? Where's the accountability for Mr. Accountable, right? The one who wants to hold everybody else to a higher standards of ethics and journalism. And it's funny that the person talking about ethics literally did something unethical. But anyway, McDizzle Gaming has confirmed on his social media profiles, he says the following: for those wondering, I removed tweets and videos to comply with a cease and desist. Part of this as well was to not impersonate a Ubisoft employee for any intent in the future. So I don't know why you did it in the past. All complied, and all I can think I can work with that. I take it pretty seriously. I have said my piece to those that matter in the situation. I understand Smash also got a C&D. I hope he takes it seriously, as sharing personal information to a large audience is no joke. You literally did that, my guy. Like, what the fuck? You stole the person's information. How are you trying to pass this off on Smash JT for sharing that information? That was the only way that he could showcase to his fans that, hey, I didn't fall for a fake account. I didn't fall for a fake name. This person used a real person over at Ubisoft, stole their identity to try to trick me. I think he had all rights to say some shit like that. Then he says to the people who are angry on behalf of their favorite YouTuber, don't know what to tell you. I've been reasonable. No, you haven't. Mature and an adult this whole time. No, you haven't. And actually gave Smash some good faith that I did not need to in providing him the name of one of his BioWare leakers, which isn't me. If you did see my video, someone else tipped me off that this is happening. Remember, this is a pattern not limited to Smash around bad faith reporting by anonymous sources. Name/role and nebulous information shouldn't be enough to assume you are talking to an inside leaker because it lines up. Well, see, here's the thing, Mr. Arbiter of Truth. The amazing thing about this is that how exactly are you going to vet the source? This is what I want people who's like, oh, he should have vetted the source. It's so easy to say that. It's another thing to do it. So it's easy to go out there and claim, oh man, he's not credible. Somebody needs to, you need to vet the sources. How would you vet the sources? How would you vet the sources aside from matching names and job profiles and trying to dig a little bit deeper with talking with the person who's trying to remain anonymous, by the way, from their company? How would you vet the source? How would you figure out whether or not they actually work there? Because a lot of you dumb motherfuckers have literally admitted that you would call Ubisoft to find out if they work there, which guess what? That means that you should not be getting sources. You should not be getting insiders if you're the kind of person that would call the company that the insider is trying to currently detract from and call and find out if they actually work there. You are a psychopath if you think that that is the way that you vet anonymous insider sources, right? This is the problem with this kind of reporting, and this is why I don't do insider information. I've gotten a ton of information from people that have claimed to be insiders, and I've ignored every single one of them because I refuse. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I just know what that game leads to, and eventually it leads to this, where you're going to get got at least one time. So it doesn't matter if you were right 100 times. All everybody's ever going to remember and talk about is the one time that you were wrong, because that's all they care about. And they disingenuous want to talk about ethics in journalism, which, by the way, I don't think Smash has ever called himself a journalist. Pretty sure he's called himself a YouTuber, but it's the people who hate him are trying to apply the title of journalist and then utilize that to bolster their argument. Then they try to say, well, he has a website. So does other YouTubers. You mean to tell me the Quartering's a fucking journalist because he has a website? What about Nerdrotic? Nerdrotic has a website. Is he a journalist? He posts a whole bunch of stuff on there. Are you kidding me right now? YouTubers are allowed to have websites and not be claimed to be a journalist. Then he says, this is the best part. Do I have an apology for Smash? No, of course you won't. Why would I apologize to a large YouTuber who has blasted out my personal information? It's not personal. You posted it. So if you didn't want it out there, you shouldn't have posted it. Not a dox. Well, at least you admit that. But definitely threw my name and general location out to his angry smashers. Nobody utilized that information against you, number one. And number two, people are coming after you not because they know your real name or know where you live. They're coming after you because you stole someone's fucking identity, my guy. And then you decided to make it all about ethics in journalism. But at the end of the day, you chose to do that. You chose to go the extra mile. Instead of working on your own channel and entertaining your fans, you chose to go the extra mile to try to take down a more popular YouTuber, somebody who you just admitted is bigger than you, all because you felt a certain way, right? You felt a certain way about the chuds and you don't want to be honest about it. You want to pretend to be this middle ground centrist, but at the end of the day, everybody can see the leftist activism from a mile away. You even admitted that at your own personal job in real life, you focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's part of your job. But you're going to come out here and pretend to be a centrist who's totally about holding both sides accountable. I have yet to see one video of you holding somebody accountable on the other side of the aisle. Alyssa Mercante has been caught in a multitude of false information in her articles, and you never once talked about her, but she retweets your stuff. She retweets your stuff, and then he says that he doesn't have the guts to talk to you. Why would he want to talk to you? Again, why would somebody want to platform you to talk to you already knowing that you're the kind of person that would steal somebody's real information to own a chud? You are immediately not in good faith when you do something like that. That was your decision to do that. It's not like you made a fake profile. You actually went out of your way to do identity fraud and then use it to try to take down a YouTuber. Why would somebody then platform you after you did something like that? It's insane. And then as well as blames me for the situations that he's in. He's not blaming you at all. What he's doing is he's calling you out for what you did, right? And at the end of the day, Smash got. That is what it is. I've said this so many times. Smash had a retarded moment, got. It is what it is. He admitted his mistake. He edited his video. He made a link to the new video, all within 1 hour of realizing that he got. Unlike actual journalists that won't edit their title of their article, won't do anything except edit a small little section that's going to be all the way at the bottom of the article so that nobody can see the actual edit. And by the time they do, it's too late. They already fell for the main story. Bro, it's like, what are you doing, man? You guys are starting. I hate this whole like fake moral arbiters online. That is what it is. Everybody wants to fake moral superiority, but none of you guys are actually morally superior. You're just as dirty as everybody else. And then he says, it's tough to strike a conciliatory tone with that, although I've tried. You control the buttons you press. Again, that's a leftist fucking talking point. You control the buttons you press. Well, actually, to be fair, it's not even just leftists, because I see also the religious zealots using that same term as well. You control the buttons you press. You guys are fucking NPCs repeating the same shit that you hear all the time. Stop being a victim and blaming me because of your oversights. You're trying to tell him to stop being a victim, really. When you're out here trying to claim that XYZ people have been scamming you and that if you're not talking about it, then you're just being complacent, blah, 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 all this bullshit. Listen, man, at the end of the day, this was the most retarded story that I've ever seen in my entire life. Smash JT and MCDIZZLE Gaming have fucked around and found out, more so MCDIZZLE and Smash. Smash got, and MCDIZZLE got by some lawyers. Ultimately, everybody lost in this scenario. And what did you gain from it? Nothing. No subscribers, no views, no money, nothing. You gained absolutely nothing from fucking around and finding out. Well, actually, in fact, Smash JT did gain a lot from this. You didn't. Now that I realize that, so I take that back. You literally gained nothing from this. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.